Hello, welcome to another video on my channel. This is Rini Rose Matthew. Thank you for joining me again. I hope you all are doing great, and I thought of uploading this video because people think that the English language has got horns. Well, I don't know if you agree to this statement. English is a universal language, it's a global language, but I will not say that it's similar to the other languages. It is beautiful and complex in its own way, and it's internationally accepted, as all of you know. But some people think that only intelligent people can read and write and even learn English. That's the mindset of people. And some people feel that if you are good with all the subjects, you can speak English. And if you're a rank holder, you'll be able to speak English, and only rank holders will be able to do it. Nothing like that. The affinity and the flair that you have for a language is totally different from your academic excellence. It has got nothing to do with academic excellence. Communication is a different skill. Please understand that. Now, regarding English having horns, so as I told you, I wouldn't say it's similar to any of the other languages. It's definitely different. It's unique in its way. And I'm going to make use of all these words that you can see on the screen. It begins with hi. Now, most of you would have taken a lot of resolutions in the new year. Some of you wrote to me saying, my goal is to speak fluently in the English language in 2024. There are people who told me that, oh, I'll try my best from January, but sometimes I may end up just like other years. See, the motivation that you give yourself in the beginning of a year is very important. Don't joke and laugh it off. When you take up a decision, be consistent with that. English is not a language for people who are called highbrow. Okay, and it's not for the high-headed people. See, all these complexities and all these associations are made by people themselves, thinking that English is superior to the other languages. Nothing like that. Of course, it is a global language. It's a universal language, and it has got its own reasons. Even if you like it or not, definitely it is like that. Okay? But that doesn't mean that people who speak this language, people who communicate in this language are highbrow people. And one more thing is, if you're going to go for the marketing trends, if you're going to follow the shortcuts to learn this language, you will not end up in the highway. Never ever think that you are going to take the high roads if you take the shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to learning anything. There are no shortcuts to mastering a skill. It's all hard work. But there are techniques and strategies that will definitely help you with the learning process. So don't ever think and don't assure yourself by giving false promises that you're going to be on the highway, that your progress is going to hike as soon as you make use of these trends, as soon as you make use of all these shortcuts. It's not going to happen. You have to make use of all the different strategies that are practical, because this is something that you have to be consistent with. You have to practice. Apart from the practice and consistency, you will have to keep being passionate, okay, about the language, about learning. At least be porous in such a way that you learn something every day, every 2 other days. Okay? Every 2 days you need to keep learning and updating yourself, both as a trainer and as a learner. And one more thing that I want to tell you is, we always keep thinking about the high ends. Some people are quite easy with the language. Easy means relaxed, calm, and also sometimes when you are natural in your way also, we call, yeah, that person is easy. But if you're too easy, you become careless. So there are two extremities. Okay, there are two extreme sides to this word easy. When you become careless, when you become unconcerned, you become indolent. You just become lazy, and then you feel, okay, I took a resolution in the beginning of the year, but now what? I've just ended up like the other years. That shouldn't be the way you're going to deal with the learning process. When you take the language learning process in a very smooth way, sometimes you may feel that, okay, I have done something, I've taken the training sessions for 2 months, so now let me be smooth. It's fine to be smooth and easy with yourself. But if you don't have tactics and strategies and methods to help yourself in the long run, you're going to be very, very unconcerned. And gradually, the distance between you and the language learning process and the language itself becomes bigger, wider, and gradually you lose touch. This is what happens with any language. You are able to deal with your own native tongue in a smooth way because you are using it as a tool on a daily basis, or at least once in 2 days. You are in touch with the language. When you take the word easy, relaxed, and also consistency, hardworking, all these are different words on the same platter of the language learning journey. I'm not using the advanced words so that the beginners and elementary learners can also understand me. All these are the different parts of the same plane. You may struggle a bit for some time. You may find things to be very smooth at certain times when you're learning very familiar portions. Sometimes you may feel that you are slithering away, in the sense it's too slippery. You're not able to get the grip on it. That's also fine. Okay, you may slide around certain portions. But whatever it is, the first point that I mentioned at the beginning of the video is very, very important. Always take this mindset away. That is, English is only for the high-ended people, or people who are so lofty in thoughts, or people who are very intelligent, and all rank holders will be able to speak good English. Nothing like that. There are a lot of people who are good with academics and who just cannot speak English or communicate. I've already mentioned about this in one of my videos when I shared the CELTA journey with you. English is a language. It is beautiful, it is unique, and it is very important in itself, on its own. But you don't have to put in the characteristics and make it look like a personality. It has got nothing to do with the personality of a person. It is a tool and it becomes magical with you. When you start using it, this tool just flourishes. It becomes colorful, it becomes magical. It just starts connecting you with the other parts of the world, okay? But if you just leave it somewhere as a tool, it's a language. The language starts growing when you begin using it. If you don't do it, it's just a tool. It's just like any other tools that you have in your house. So using the language as a tool, and also understanding your abilities, your skills, and also your connection with the language, everything depends on the passion, the interest, the little bit of effort that you take on a daily basis is very, very important. The little bit of time that you spend on language learning. So I hope you get the point. Of course, English language do not have any horns. It's all created by people. The marketing trends, the easy ways of learning a language, the shortcuts, all these things are created by people. Actually, there are no shortcuts to learning the language. If you're going to go for that, definitely you will end up in trouble. Are there any easiest and fastest ways to learn the English language? I don't think so. Because today we are living in this world of instant packets of resources and knowledge. People are so used to such kind of things. You will get all the answers to these questions in this video. I hope you watch it to the end. And thank you so much for staying with me. Bye-bye.